What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping back in with some Destiny 2 news. And of course it has been a busy day or so with the reveal of Witch Queen and the launch of Season 15. In this video we're going to talk about some known issues with Season 15, things to be aware of, such as missing Trials of the 9 weapons. But we'll also talk about some secrets, hidden items in Mara's court, 2 brand new titles in the game, including one called Deadeye, which is for the marksmen out there. Plus we'll touch on Stasis Weapons and then Bungie's 30th anniversary update, new information about rewards, plus the glaive, crafting, and new exotics in Witch Queen, and a little teaser for the Witch Queen raid. So we've got a lot to talk about in this video guys, I hope you enjoy it as always, but now let's get into it. Initially on the subject of Season 15, Bungie Help said they're aware of an issue where players who destroy all of the wisps in the Ether Collection encounter of the Astral Alignment activity can't progress. They go on to say that this encounter will actually be disabled at 10 AM PDT on August 25th, which is today. And currently when players reach this part of the activity, they must not destroy all of the Ether Wisps in order to complete the encounter, so a bit of a bug with that one, and if you struggle to progress, bear that in mind. Additionally, players were wondering about the Trials of the 9 weapons, and DMG tweeted and said, as far as those weapons go in Prophecy, an issue has been identified and they're not currently dropping. The team is investigating, and once they have info, they'll let us know, but for now, bear in mind that running Prophecy isn't reliably dropping those weapons, which is unfortunate. On top of this, we have some small updates for Trials of Osiris though. These will actually be dropping on September 10th. And it'll include new matchmaking options for duos and singles, the ability to keep playing your card past 3 losses. On top of this, tokens are no longer a thing in Trials, and gear will drop from the Trials engram, and additionally, Trials of Osiris will now require purchase of a yearly expansion to play. At the moment, Beyond Light is the expansion that's required, and once Witch Queen drops, you'll need to own that expansion in order to actually jump into Trials, so bear that in mind. However, for the moment, if you've been holding on to any Trials bounties, it is actually possible to get Trials weapons drops, so folks have been picking up the Reed's Regret, which is a new linear fusion rifle for Trials. And since it's going to be a couple of weeks until it launches, there'll be a few lucky folks with a very exclusive weapon until the event returns. Now on the subject of core Season 15 content, of course there is a new area in the Helm, both the Awoken Wing, but also Mara's Court, which can be accessed via the portal in the Helm. And yesterday I covered some of the new quests and activity content. Of course we get a lot of cinematic and dialogue stuff here as well. But interestingly, Mara appears to have a corrupted egg stashed away in her court here, so is it just an Easter egg and a shout back to Forsaken, or could it possibly be a future secret or interactable? I'd love to get any thoughts from you guys down below. There are also some secrets in the Shattered Realm though, and that includes Ascendant Anchors as well as hidden chests. And you need to have the first upgrade on the Wayfarer's Compass at least unlocked in order to get access to some of the chests this week. There are a handful of different locations where you can invoke barrier breaches and unlock chests for loot and triumphs. So for example, close to where you first spawn in the Forest of Echoes, there's a small building right here with a barrier. If you've already aligned one of the beacons in the area, you can invoke a barrier breach, head down, grab an Ascendant Anchor, as well as a hidden chest. And there are a handful of these in the Shattered Realm. Not all of the chests will drop loot, but of course the Ascendant Anchors are useful for getting the seasonal currency. And additionally, there are seasonal challenges that require these to be picked up. And there are some pretty good videos from both Esoteric and Datto that have all of the locations and how to grab these chests, so I'll link those down below. Up next though, there is a brand new title in the game. Well, we've got 2 titles. We've got the seasonal title, and that is Realm Walker, but also Bungie have added a new title called Deadeye, which is a weapon-focused title, and it reads collect all weapon types and complete select gilding triumphs. And we can see right here a whole ton of different objectives to kill enemies with different weapon types. And so if you enjoy your weapons and fancy yourself a bit of a grind unlocking that title, you could become a Deadeye in Destiny 2 now, which is pretty cool. Let's also talk Stasis Weapons very briefly here. Instead of having the usual element effect like Solar Void and Arc, Stasis Weapons are categorized by their perks, and there are 4 new Stasis Weapons at the moment, so not an absolute ton. One of them is the Vulpecula hand cannon that we can pick up inside of the new activities. And the perk that all the Stasis Weapons seem to have is Headstone, where precision final blows spawn a Stasis Crystal at the victim's location. But they also have some other perks, so things like Ensemble, improved handling and reload speed when allies are nearby. Not sure if these are exclusive to Stasis Weapons or just new perks. There's also Encore, where precision final blows grant a stacking range bonus to the weapon. Non-precision final blows remove range stacks, but grant bonus accuracy and stability when all range stacks have been removed. Then there is also Adagio. After defeating a target, this weapon fires, charges, or draws more slowly and deals increased damage for a brief time. And Harmony, where final blows with other weapons improve this weapon's damage and performance for a short time. Fractathist is another legendary stasis weapon. This is a precision frame shotgun on the Season Pass. And then Iron Banner's going to see a stasis weapon in the form of Peace Bond, an adaptive frame sidearm. And finally, Reed's Regret, that new Trials weapon, is also a stasis weapon. It's a kind of an interesting introduction of stasis weapons right there to the game. Turns out that Bungie have also added stasis as an armor energy type, along with a suite of base mods that use that stasis energy type. And finally, something to note on Lost Sectors, which will be dropping the new exotics reprised from D1, but Bungie have added all 3 Dreaming City Lost Sectors to the Legend and Master rotation. Season 15 has a rotation of 11 Lost Sectors altogether, and Lost Sectors will be on a seasonal rotation moving forward. And for Scavenger's Den, they say the boss of this Lost Sector is now a boss-type combatant when playing on Legend or Master difficulty. So it'll be interesting jumping into those to try and pick up those reprised exotics over the next few days. I'll be sure to keep you posted with lots more on Season 15, but for a quick roundup for upcoming content drops, Bungie announced the 30th anniversary pack, which will be the December update, and it will include a treasure-themed 3-player dungeon in the Cosmodrome, the return of the Galahorn exotic rocket launcher, plus a Thorn armor set, which does look very, very cool, and then additional Marathon and Bungie 30th anniversary streetwear ornament sets, a collection of favourite D1 weapons including Ice Luna and 1000 Yard Stare, and then a Claymore sword inspired by Myth, a shotgun inspired by Marathon, and a unique helmet ornament. Plus there'll be exotic sparrows, ships, emblems, shaders, emotes, and more. And they say a new dungeon inspired by the famed Cosmodrome loot caves of yore has drawn the interest of many treasure hunters. And this is where we'll be able to earn the new Thorn armor set. On top of this, Galahorn will be a quest weapon with an exotic catalyst, so that'll be pretty interesting. And that's going to be a kind of back end of the season update, which will tide us over pretty nicely to Witch Queen dropping in February. And of course, one of the highlights for Witch Queen is the Relic and the Glaive. A new weapon archetype begins its journey at the Relic, and once honed to perfection, master your Glaive to perform powerful melee combos, fire projectiles, and deploy a powerful energy shield. It's a very, very cool looking weapon right there. Additionally, we'll be able to master the new crafting system and create custom weaponry with unique combinations of mods, shaders, and advanced stat pools. So that'll be the new crafting table, and Bungie had said that new weapons for Witch Queen and the season alongside it will be able to use that crafting system. And then we'll get Conflict Eternal, a new 6-player match-made activity at the heart of the ongoing struggle for the Throne World. And we get a nice image at the entrance to Savathun's palace. And a new raid among the swamps of Savathun's throne world lies in a sunken pyramid. Venture inward and confront the ancient danger imprisoned within. And we do get a screenshot right here from the press kit showing the pyramid on Savathun's throne world. So that's more than likely our first look at the location for the raid. They also confirmed a new exotic SMG as well as a catalyst and ornament that'll be able to be earned via pre-order. So with the deluxe edition, we'll get access to all of the Witch Queen content, plus the Throne World exotic Ghost Shell, Enigma exotic emote, and a legendary emblem. It'll also grant access to seasons 16 through 19, with 2 dungeons released in year 5, and the Throne World exotic Sparrow in the deluxe edition. So safe to say Bungie have just revealed a significant amount of content. But really, between Season of the Lost and Witch Queen, and even the anniversary update in between, is kind of one big chapter in the Destiny 2 saga, with those pieces of content very much being interlinked with each other. So lots to look forward to, guys. Give us your thoughts as always down below. I know we've spoken about quite a bit inside of this video, but there is even more to come, so stay tuned right here on the channel. We've got a lot to talk about. Give us any thoughts on Season 15 and what Bungie have revealed for Witch Queen down below. But if you've enjoyed the video, a rating below also very much helps us out on the channel. However, for today, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you all very soon.